is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's see what's on the interwebs.
Chrissy's clickbait.
When I see the words Wendy Williams, I must click. I must.
I love that woman.
Now, of course, you and I, in the Venn diagram of things we have in common, Wendy Williams is clearly in it.
Absolutely, she's in it.
As is egg noodle dumpling soup. There's a few other things.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams, of course, came to prominence. She never had a show on air here in Australia, but she did have a talk show. She's a radio legend in America.
Yeah. And I would, in high school, go home and watch her talk show on YouTube. Watch the full Hot Topics, the 20 minutes. That's how obsessed with her I was.
She is amazing. Most people got to know her when she passed out dressed as the Statue of Liberty.
That's right.
That's how most people know her.
And also when she did the burp fart. Should we enjoy that quickly?
Yes!
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely. I apologize.
What I don't understand is why, where are, you and I in that audience that would be shrieking laughing?
Right.
Play it again and listen to the low-key reaction to a legendary burp fart.
It's a matter of time. She's not lonely. I apologize.
That is unbelievable.
It's so great.
Anyway, she has disappeared from the limelight for all sorts of reasons. But she's broken her silence.
This is big.
Over the P. Diddy situation because she called it years ago on her show.
Yes.
She has been openly critical of him and saying all throughout her show that he needs to be investigated, that he's been doing all sorts of bad stuff. And she has broken out of her recently recent hiding to say that she has been told by so many people, Wendy, you called it, including some people from my family who have also said the same. I love a bit of vindication from Wendy.
Interesting. I love this. And also, Swanee, Wendy would know because she was in the music industry. Her husband's in talent management in New York. I think that she's got some proper tea.
What I think is interesting is this. Why? I mean, she has actually said stuff about it over the last few decades. But everybody else has not. And I just think that's an interesting piece of human nature.
It is. I think I know why.
Why?
Because I've done so much deep diving on this.
Yeah.
People know what could happen to them if they spoke, and that is death. Allegedly, several people, again, conspiracy theories on TikTok, but it feels like a lot of people were unalived by Diddy or because of him.
He is like the devil.
A monster.
A monster. That is a really good word. I do want to say, though, take the action of going for the deep dive on this very, very carefully, because what you will uncover is extraordinarily disturbing.
Yes, very.
It's not cool.
No.
Let's have a change of speed, can we?
Please.
Shawn Mendes seems like a very nice, gentle boy.
He does. He seems like a real, deep thinker and he'd enjoy poetry.
Yes. And a red wine.
Yeah.
For some reason, my daughter has a pathological hatred for Shawn Mendes. I don't know where it comes from, but I think it might stem from jealousy over Camila Cabello. I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
But they were famously going out, and then they broke up, and then there was allegedly a little tryst with Sabrina Carpenter in there.
Yeah.
They are back together, Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. And this is what he had to say about his sweetheart.
Camila and I have just done the best job at preserving our private little fire of love for each other, because no matter how strong mentally you are, when there are millions of people commenting on it, it's so hard not to be affected by it.
Yes, I agree, but should we tell him that his girlfriend's name is Camilla, not Camille?
Yeah, that was weird. Also, you know how Sabrina Carpenter talks about him liking mushrooms and how the mushrooms aren't changing your life?
Yeah, what does that mean?
They're changing your voice, bro.
Does he enjoy a fungi?
He's into meditation and apparently mushrooms, allegedly.
Oh, I can tell he's very calm.
Yeah.
He'd do Ayurveda and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Had a ball today, Jack.
Same, Swanee.
But let's click for one last time.
Chrissy's clickbait.
I really think one of the most interesting people around at the moment, apart from Chapel Roan, is the great Sabrina Carpenter.
Agreed. Obsessed with her.
In fact, this weekend, I am going to spend half an hour doing what I should have done many months ago
What is that?
and just finding out what her siblings look like, where she's from, what her parents look like.
Oh, we're
I'm gonna
doing a full
Google it.
deep dive.
Yes, I've got to know all of this information.
Hey, I should start doing that as well because I've been doing too much Diddy deep diving and it gets a bit grim.
Yes, and I feel like, a deep dive on Sabrina Carpenter will be happy and amazing, like, a sorbet after a heavy dinner for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
So let's start with this. She has responded to claims that she does not sing live. Someone salty on TikTok has said, I hate to say it, but 30% lip syncing, 30% backing track, and only 40% live.
I think what people don't understand is, on TikTok especially, these artists, when they're on a stage, yes, there is a backing track, guys, because if they need to take a breath, there can't be no lyrics, and she's human. So yes, there's a backing track,
There's
but it
always
doesn't
a
mean she's
backing
singing.
track.
It doesn't mean she's not singing live.
Exactly.
And also, speaking of her live, let's just enjoy a bit of Bedchem live.
Can we please? It just makes me wish I just had more partners when I was 20. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, it's naughty.
Imagine, it's just like so delicious her whole life. Anyway,
Yes. She sings live.
and she has made it very clear. She goes, I sing live every show 100%. Would you like to speak to my audio engineers?
Oh, smash.
Next, she is on the cover of Time 100. This is a legendary issue where the world's most influential rising stars are always featured. And she is on the front. And have a look at who writes the article.
Christina Aguilera.
Aguilera is now a musical journalist, and she has written for Time 100. There is nothing that woman can't do.
How good.
I hope in the article that they discuss their beginnings as child stars,
Of course.
because I haven't done the deep dive properly on Sabrina Carpenter, but I do know that she was one of those Disney style
yes,
people.
she was on a Disney Channel show early on.
Yeah, I mean, she's magical.
Girl Meets World, it was called.
Oh, yes. God, my sons loved Girl Meets World.
Love that.
Now, she looks amazing on the cover. It's like old school Marilyn Monroe, which is absolutely the vibe that
We
she
love
goes
that.
for. And that, I think, because she's so sweet and so good, I think that recent film clip where she's like murdering that girl and the girl's murdering her back really works, because it's a real juxtaposition of two
Totally.
characters. Next on the Sabcab Deep Dive,
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried, who is an actor as well. She is rooting for Sabrina Carpenter to join Mamma Mia 3.
Oh, that'd be epic.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen.
Why?
Can I tell you, there is no franchise that gets on my tits more than Mamma Mia.
Really?
I didn't like it live. I didn't like the movie. If you're listening to me, Sabcav, don't sign on.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.